poetry. She's named her Indian. Any other thoughts? I realized I forget when I'm reading them to myself. Sometimes it's X-rated material. I apologize for that, but we're all grown, so I think we're okay. So I apologize if I offended anyone. But when I'm reading them to myself, it doesn't occur to me, oh, wow, yeah, that just came out of my mouth. But so, any questions? Sure.
But are you familiar with any Native American reference like Lightfoot and Leaison? Not the American Indian movement.
Right, no. Actually, I am aware. There are actually several. I want to say the one that I heard most recently, his name is Teddy Redson, and he is getting ready to release an album soon. Another one, his real name is Sean Bernard, but he goes by Phoenix. He's releasing an album in November. He's Canadian, not from the 48, but we're all Indigenous folks, so it shouldn't really matter. But so yeah, actually, and old school, I know Robbie B and Boys for the Rez. That's really old school. So yeah, there's lots, and there's lots of Indigenous folk who are really into reggae, and yeah, probably shouldn't. Well, yeah, of course I can plug it. If you guys are into internet radio, there's an internet radio station. It's airos.org. It's public radio on the web, and it plays nothing but Indigenous music. But you might not necessarily, depending on when you turn it on, you might think you did not hit an Indigenous radio station because they're playing reggae, they're playing, my daughter's favorite Indigenous group is a hard rock, or I don't know what they call it now, but I call it hard rock, called Fairy Bastards, which is just, every time, the first time she said, Mom, don't get mad, it's really the name. I'm like, okay, fine. So it has just got a wide variety. It does loop, but it's a really good way to find out what all Indigenous people are into. So yeah, there's lots of cool music out there.
Especially with Lightfoot, his lyrics, they're just beautiful.
I just heard a song yesterday or the day before, but that's the bad thing. They don't always tell you who the artist is. He was talking about how the Hudson Bay Company had turned us all into consumers, Indigenous people into consumers. Of course, that was the message. He said it much cooler than that, but it was really interesting too. So, I mean, the lyrics are really the thing. You really have to listen to the lyrics to really hear kind of the undercurrent of what's going on. But the music's kind of cool too. Yeah. So thanks for bringing that up. So anything else for the good of the order before we go descend on the cookies? As we said, Native American Heritage Month. I brought some cards. We have one that has the whole month, and the keynote speaker is Leah Shenandoah, kind of going back to music. Her mother is Joanne Shenandoah. So I would encourage you to come. We also have an alternative Thanksgiving again this year. That's November 23rd. We serve food from around 1830. The reason we chose 1830 is the Indian Removal Act of 1830 removed all of the indigenous peoples from Ohio to west of the Mississippi. So we serve food that is reminiscent of that time, as well as some of the students of the American Indian Council talk about why we would not necessarily want to celebrate Thanksgiving as a political statement. But the food is awesome, Jess. So I appreciate your patience and your time. I hope that you enjoyed my readings. And if you have any questions, I can hang around for a couple of minutes and talk to you if you'd like, or just enjoy the cookies and go on about your day. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.